Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to session on important mapping locations that were into the Hindu newspaper in last 1 year. Friends, this is a part 5 of the series, and earlier 4 parts, along with the entire series on world mapping, has already been completed. The links have been provided into the description. Moreover, you can also check the channel playlist. Now, friends, this part 5 was supposed to be the final video of the series, but as prelims have been postponed, I have decided that once the date will come, I will make one additional part into the world as well as India so that we can cover the entries for the extended period also. So, friends, let's begin with today's session. Now, friends, Kondinia Wildlife Sanctuary was in news particularly because of two reasons. Guys, first of all, there have been many instances of man and animal conflict where the animals are killed by the native people because they enter into their territories, and it was repeatedly into the news because of these man animal conflicts in which more than 6 elephants died out of 41 elephants. Now guys, moreover, here the authorities have decided that the elephants will be fitted with the GPS collars so that their activities can be tracked, and if they venture near the human settlements, their movement could be stopped. Now guys, when we are talking about elephants, one additional information: the elephants live into the groups which are called as a herd, and every herd is led by its oldest female elephant, which is called as matriarch. Now, friends, these GPS collars will be fitted to the matriarch, and as the elephants move into the herd, the entire group's movement can be noted. Now, what is the IUCN status of the Asian elephant? It is endangered onto the red list. Please keep in mind that the African elephant has been given the status of vulnerable, whereas Asian is endangered. Now, guys, if we talk about the Kondania Wildlife Sanctuary, then it is the only wildlife sanctuary into the Andhra Pradesh where there is a population of the Asian elephants. Moreover, Kondania Wildlife Sanctuary is also the part of a Project Elephant, which was started by government in 1992 to conserve the population of elephant in India. Now guys, under Project Elephant, there are 32 elephant reserves throughout the country, and out of 32, one is the Kondania Wildlife Sanctuary. And friends, sometimes this Kondania Elephant Reserve part is also called as Rayala Reserve. And friends, also keep one point in your mind: this particular wildlife sanctuary is also the part of Hosur Krishnagiri Kondanya Elephant Corridor. Guys, elephant corridors are the stretches for the free movement of the elephant. So it is also the part of corridor. Now, friends, this is the location of Kondanya Wildlife Sanctuary. And into this particular region, two rivers also passes. That is the Kondania River and the Kagal River, and both of them are the tributaries of the Pallar River. You can see here it into this particular map. Now guys, here there are two important waterfalls also. They are the Kalyan Revu waterfall and the Kagal waterfall. Moreover, you also might have heard the name of the Kolar Goldfields. So guys, this particular wildlife sanctuary lies on to the end of the Kolar plateau in which Kolar goldfields are located. So guys, this was all about this entry. Now we'll move to the next. Now friends, Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park was in news because here a proposal for the desalinization plant was made, which was earlier rejected. But after that, a new proposal has been made, and now government has decided that the CRZ, or the Coastal Regulation Zone clearance, will be given to this plant. Now, guys, this national park is located somewhat here, and it consists nearly 21 small islands which are protected, and they lie adjacent to the coral reefs. Now, guys, this particular national park is also the core area of the Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve. So, it is two things: the national park as well as core region of the Biosphere Reserve. Now, guys, if we see the location, then please pay very much attention here. First of all, you will find the Park Strait. Then after the strait, there is Park Bay. And guys, then after the Park Bay, here you can see this particular stretch. It is the famous Ram Setu, or the Adams Bridge. Now guys, this Adams Bridge separates the Park Bay from the Gulf of Mannar, and in Gulf of Mannar, the famous Gulf of Mannar National Park is located. Now guys, this national park, as it is located 10 kilometer away from the Tamil Nadu, moreover it is a very much sensitive zone, so therefore there is no open entry for the public and some limited entry is given. Now guys, this particular national park is famous for the coral reefs, seaweed communities, sea grasses, and various salt marshes along with the mangroves. Now guys, if we take a little bit zoomed out map, then you can find the one island here, and this island is in itself very much important because many a times it has been mentioned into the Hindu newspaper. First of all, this particular island is the southernmost of the 21 islands which make the Gulf of Mannar National Park. Secondly, this one island has been eroded significantly due to the indiscriminate mining of the corals into this particular region. Moreover, guys, into the recent times, two islands have already been submerged, and now this one island is into the brink of submergence. And to save this island, the Tamil Nadu government has also decided to deploy the artificial reefs into this particular region. So, guys, very much important this one island. Now, UPSC has already asked a question onto the dugong. So, guys, dugong, it is a sea mammal, also called as a sea cow. So, sea cow or dugong is the flagship mammal of the park and is found into this particular region. And guys, if we talk about the status of dugong, then it has gotten the status of vulnerable on IUCN Red List. So, guys, the ecology of the region has been endangered due to the mining of corals, which has been banned, but still it is going on illegally. So, friends, that's all about this particular entry. Now we'll move to the next. Now, guys, Sariska Tiger Reserve was in news because recently Ministry of Tourism held a webinar, that is Dekho Apna Desh, and the theme of this webinar was Sariska Tiger Reserve. Moreover, guys, it has also been repeatedly into the news because the translocation of the tiger. Now, guys, in India, there is the Bengal tiger which is found, and Sariska Tiger Reserve is the first reserve into the world with the successful relocation of the tigers. However, friends, on the other hand, the success of relocation has also been questioned, and there have been certain articles also. But, guys, according to the Ministry of Tourism of Rajasthan, it is the case of successful relocation. Now, guys, if we talk about the status of Sariska, then first of all, it was a wildlife reserve. Then later in 1978, it was given the status of the tiger reserve, and finally into the last it has been given the status of national park in 1990. So friends, presently it is also the tiger reserve as well as a national park. Moreover, friends, Sariska is also a heritage location because various medieval temples are located into this particular region. So there is the Kanakwari Fort, there is the Nilkant Temple, and then there is the Pandupol Hanuman Temple. And guys, all of these are very much important into the history of Rajasthan. Now, friends, into the last year, there was a controversy surrounding Dara Shikoh, the brother of Aurangzeb. So, this particular Kanakwari fort was used by Aurangzeb to imprison his brother Dara Shikoh. However, the fort was not built by Aurangzeb, rather, it was built by Jaisingh II. Now, guys, apart from the tiger, the national park of Sariska is also famous for the Indian leopard, striped hyena, golden jackal, small Indian civet, as well as for the rhesus monkeys. Now, guys, if we see the location, then the Sariska is located near the Alwar, which is near the Jaipur. And guys, this is the map of the Sariska, and these are the important ranges the tiger population is found. So, friends, for history also, Sariska is very important. Now, we'll move to the next. Now, friends, Silent Valley National Park of Kerala was in news. Why? Because recently a huge butterfly survey was conducted into the region in which more than 40 new species of butterflies have been found. Now, guys, there was a concern that after the floods of 2018 and 19, the diversity might have gone down, but it is not the case. Moreover, friends, the Silent Valley was also into the news because the buffer zone of the Silent Valley is being converted into the Bhavani Wildlife Sanctuary. Guys, we'll see this thing later. Now friends, if we talk about the Silent Valley National Park, it is a very ecologically sensitive area of the South India, because the national park is designated as the core area of the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, which is an international biosphere reserve and is also the part of the Man and Biosphere program. Now guys, if we talk about the biosphere reserve, then these biosphere reserve are made onto the strategy of core and buffer, and the core region is the region which enjoys the highest level of protection, and into the core region Silent Valley National Park has been situated. Guys, there have been question also onto the Silent Valley in UPSC. Now guys, if we talk more about the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, then it includes various reserves such as Aralam, Muddumulai, Mukurthi, Nagarhole, Bandipur, as well as Silent Valley, along with the Wayanad and Satyamangalam wildlife sanctuaries. Friends, into the last video, I have discussed all of these constituents along with the map. You can refer there. Now, friends, an important river of South India, that is Kunti Kuza, passes from the Silent Valley National Park, and this Kunti Kuza merges finally with the Bharatpuza, which is a very important river of the Kerala. Now friends, in UPSC the question have came onto the lion-tailed macaque, and the Silent Valley National Park has the largest population of the lion-tailed macaque. Guys, it is a species of monkey, and the status of lion-tailed macaque is endangered onto the IUCN Red List. And with respect to birds, Ceylon frogmouth and Great Indian Hornbill are also found here. Now guys, Ceylon frogmouth has been given the status of least concern on IUCN, and Great Indian Hornbill has been given the status of vulnerable. Now guys, Mudugar and Irula, these are the tribal people who are indigenous to this particular region. Now, friends, I have earlier also told you that it was also into the news because of the Bhavani Wildlife Sanctuary, which is proposed. Now, guys, this entire region is the Silent Valley, and it is the core region of the national park, whereas all this particular region is the buffer. Now, this buffer zone consists right now the Bhavani range, the Manarkadle range, and the Nilambur range. Now, guys, all these three ranges will be combined, and this lined region will be constituted into a wildlife sanctuary, which is called will be called as Bhavani Wildlife Sanctuary. Guys, very important for your UPSC, because earlier also the question on Silent Valley has been asked. Now we'll move to the next entry. Now, friends, Netravali Wildlife Sanctuary in Goa was in news because of two particular reasons. First of all, black panther was spotted here into this region, which is very rare. And guys, if we talk about, then this black panther has been rated as vulnerable onto the IUCN Red List. Moreover, there have also been demands that this particular sanctuary should be elevated as a tiger reserve for the conservation of the tigers. Now, guys, this wildlife sanctuary gets its name from the Netra Valley River, which passes from it, and the Netra Valley River is an important tributary of the Zuari River, which is a very important river of Goa. Moreover, two important waterfalls are also located here, that is the Savari and the Menapi waterfalls. Now, friends, if we see the location of Netra Valley, then you can see that Netra Valley Wildlife Sanctuary is located here, and on the eastern side there is Dandeli Anshi Tiger Reserve, which is into the state of Karnataka. Then onto the north side there is Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary and Bhagwan Mahavir National Park. Now guys, sometimes Bhagwan Mahavir National Park is also called as Molam National Park, so please don't get confused. Now guys, into the north you will find the Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary and the Bhagwan Mahavir or Molam National Park. Onto the east you will find Dandeli Anshi Tiger Reserve, whereas onto the southern side you will find the Kotigo Wildlife Sanctuary. And if we talk about the fauna of the region, then you will find Gaur or Indian bison, Malabar giant squirrel, four-horned antelope, also called as a chosinga, as well as the leopard and black sloth bear into this particular Netra Valley Wildlife Sanctuary. So this was all about the Netra Valley, and now we'll move to the next entry. Now, friends, one Vihar National Park of Madhya Pradesh was in news because recently government has decided to translocate two lions from the Kanan Panderi Zoo, which is into the Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. Now, guys, when we talk about national parks, these are the areas for the conservation. And conservation could be of two types, that is in situ as well as ex situ. In situ, it means at the place where the species is found, whereas ex situ means that conserving the species at some other place. Now, guys, the national park Van Vihar is an example of both in situ as well as ex situ. Guys, from outside the region, the species are also being brought, so it has also been developed as a zoological park. Please remember this particular thing. And friends, if we see the location of the Van Vihar, then it is located near the Bada Talab, also called as Bhojtal. Now, guys, this Bhojtal is very important because it is an internationally protected Ramsar site. You might be knowing that right now there are 37 Ramsar sites in India, and Bhojtal is one among them. And one Vihar National Park is located here. Now, guys, if we see the map of entire region, then you can see that this is one Vihar. Into the south, there is Ratapani Wildlife Sanctuary, along with the Khioni Wildlife Sanctuary, and into the north, there is Narsingarh Wildlife Sanctuary. And guys, when we talk about the tigers, then the Madhya Pradesh is also the tiger capital of India because a large number of tigers are here. So, guys, these were all the important entries, and as I told you that once the dates will be announced, I will be coming with one more part of the mapping entries so that the extended entries are also covered. So, guys, this was all about the today's entry. I hope you have liked the discussion. Thank you so much.